Hi guys, welcome back to this week's video. In this video, I'll be trying to show y'all how to set up a frog enclosure. So hopefully this video works. I'm fighting with a goat, so let's try. I guess this. So I do have my bin right here in front of me. This right here, what I'll be using to build her enclosure. Stop it. Go play with this 2 pound. I do have my frog beside me right here. She's in a separate bin. I'll be putting in substrate and stuff like that. I'm going to try my best to show y'all how to set one up for stop it. For a toad. I will be showing y'all my toad. So let's see how this goes, I guess. So alright. So I'm going to show y'all how to set up a bin for a toad. Okay, so here's my bin. I have it on another bin. So here's gonna be a little tricky. So the setup, or the substrate that I like to use basically for any of my frogs or praying mantises, I don't have none yet. I'm hoping to get some in the fall, maybe, I don't know. It just really depends. I just use, let's remove this for right now. I like to use right here. It's just dirt. Ain't really nothing in it, just plain dirt. You can't, girl, stop. So that would be going in here, and you do want to have about that much of substrate in there, so they have something to bury in, and the goat is trying to play in the dirt. So we're now going to try to set this up, and I will be back as soon as I have this filled with substrate. Okay, so my substrate is now in there, as y'all can kind of tell a little bit. One time might be a little deeper than one, but you want to try to get it as even as you possibly can. For it, frogs or toads, they are a burying species of frog. They will back their butts down into the substrate, and that's how they will hide. And you do want a substrate that will hold moisture and stuff in there, because they do need very high, humidity, basically. I'm thinking about frogs or toads, basically. They do not need a heat or UVB lighting. All they need is a room temperature around 70 degrees or 75, somewhere in there. So yeah. But now we're going to decorate it. Basically what I try to do, I don't think I'm really trying to go back. Okay, so while y'all can actually kind of see me a little bit, I'm going to kind of put y'all on a bin to raise you up where y'all can see me, and I will show y'all the final thing after it is done. So now I'm going to put this out of the way, and now I'm going to get my phone here. There we go. And don't mind the mess in the background. And the goat back there behind me. But okay, so now y'all can see me. My frog is behind me here. I am going to do some stuff. I'm gonna put some stuff in here. This whole entire branch here ain't gonna go in there. But it's a very good decor though. I just take the leaves like this and put in there. I just place them all around. They do like to hide on them, so that's what I've actually figured out. You do want to mist it down. They don't really need very much care, basically. Like, they don't need a UV or heat or nothing like that. Hello. So that's pretty cool for them. because they're mainly more active at nighttime. If you go out in the day, you might find one, maybe two. But if you go out at nighttime, you're going to find a bunch of them. Toads and frogs, they're not really the same. Toads have more like a rough texture to their skin, and frogs have more smooth and rough, or toads have more of a rough texture to their skin. Frogs have more of a wet look to them, and because they like to stay near water, basically. Toads are more like to stay more towards the land, kind of. So it just basically just really depends. I do have a couple of moths here. You can buy them at you can buy moths at, let's see, any pet store or any hardware store, basically. It just really depends on like where you're getting it or something like that. Because some moths is expensive, some ain't, some is. It just basically really depends, I guess, on the moths and stuff. You can use cocoa fiber, I guess, or you can use that they make moss for frogs, actually. I can't remember what it's called, but it does hold in moisture and stuff like that. But it does mold really, really quickly, so that kind of what you also gotta watch out for. So that's also something that you do gotta watch out for. If you use wood, like half log, something like that, you do want to watch out for them because they could mold, since it is a very high humidity enclosure. So that's something that you do want to watch out for. A bin that I recommend for a toad is a bin that has these type of locks right here, one that folds up, instead of a bin like this that just pops open. That is because okay, sorry about that, guys. But just because trying to fix my stain here, so sorry for all the moving around here. There we go. Okay, but anywho, I'm gonna try to move you back here a little bit. My stain don't want to cooperate with me today, so okay, there we go. So it just basically like really depends on the thing you're gonna get for your frog. They don't really care on like basically on their like enclosure. You can have them in an aquarium, tub, stuff like that. They don't need UVB or heating, so that's actually pretty good. If you want a animal that that does not need UVB or heating or something like that, you can buy Pac-Man frogs, and they're about that big around. I do not have a Pac-Man frog, mainly because they seem like a little harder to take care of than just a normal frog, but that could be wrong. So yeah, but anywho, so I'm just going to kind of set up their enclosure, and I will show y'all the final thing after I get everything set up. So be right back. Okay, so after you get done putting all your plants and stuff in there, you can put fake or live plants. It don't really matter. Frogs, they're not picky at all. So here's what mine looks like. I got some fake plant, or actually they're actually real plants. Basically it's just from a tree. No, you cannot eat them. So her water dish is going to go over in this area. So right there's what her tank looks like right now. You don't want to put a lot of stuff in there because you want her to move around, or your frog to move around, and they will explore every inch of their enclosure. You want to change their like substrate stuff about once a month. That's about it. Spot clean when needed. They eat earthworms, superworms, basically earthworms, pinkies, like baby mice, basically. They will basically eat about anything. Crickets, mealworms, superworms. But just feed them on an occasion because where they got that exoskeleton, it'll be a little hard for them to chew up or digest. So yeah. So you do want to spread their enclosure down because they need humidity and stuff like that. And a water dish that is big enough for them to soak in. And now, where her tank is about set up, I'm going to show y'all her here in a minute. So now I'm gonna go and get her water dish, fill it up, and that will be the last thing I add in here since she does have a couple of hides and stuff in here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so right here is the final product of what I have. Her water dish, and there is a hide underneath her water dish. So technically she can go underneath her water dish whenever she wants. So here's what it looks like. There is a hide right there. Water dish, big enough for her to soak in. Bunch of places to hide in. Now for the fun part. Adding the frog. Okay, and my frog is now added. She's right there. A little bit, as you can